Hello everybody, this is Anti-Social Media, the very lo-fi YouTube channel. I'm about to tell you why Ben Shapiro fans are as thick as pig shit, but first let me apologise for the slightly lower standard of audio on this video. I'm recording this on my phone rather than using any special equipment because it's currently in a different location. This is a video not just about Ben Shapiro fans, but all fans of conservative and far-right commentators, and it shows how poorly they interact with anybody that criticises their heroes. I've made a few Ben Shapiro criticisms in the past, but the two that stand out are the podcast episode entitled Hold Me Closer, Tiny Chancer, which is to date the best pun title I've come up with, and the one that we'll be discussing today, which is Chris Rock destroys Ben Shapiro. Now, I'm going to show you a clip from this particular video in a second, so you don't have to watch the whole thing in full first, but a link to the 4-minute video will be on your screens now, and at the end of the video, and in the description box below, as well as the podcast episode I just referenced as well. They'll all be available to you if you want to listen or watch those. And I'm specifically talking about the response to the Chris Rock versus Ben Shapiro video, which really does sum up the lack of intelligence amongst Ben Shapiro's fans. Now, this is a video about a Ben Shapiro tweet that was widely mocked, which I then analysed and then add a Chris Rock clip, albeit slightly tenuously, to double down on the points I made in my analysis. Here are the highlights, just the highlights from that particular video.
My wife, who it is rumoured is a doctor. My wife stayed up all night with my 5-year-old because my girl has a brutal cough due to flu. Tonight is my turn. My wife then got up and went to work to care for her patients. That's feminism. It's not, but we'll carry on anyway. Not murdering babies outside the womb. It's basically a tweet about abortions and how they're bad, and he's used his very ill daughter as a conduit to make a point. He doesn't understand what feminism is. I mean, it literally does just mean equality. He says, if your definition of feminism is the free and willful murder of born alive infants, can't remember seeing any of those words in the definition I literally just read out, then you're not a feminist. You barely deserve the title human being. Ooh, ouch. There's a typo there, which has got 3.1 thousand likes from his intellectual fan base. Now, I'm going to leave a link to the tweet below because many of the replies are funnier than anything I could ever come up with in this very short video. His very strange tweet gives me an opportunity to play the following clip from Chris Rock. This is a routine that was recorded many years ago, and hopefully it's going to find a slightly newer audience today, people who haven't seen it before. Chris Rock is here describing a certain sector of society, shall we say, and also very clearly Ben Shapiro in his tweet.
You know what the worst thing about niggas? I take care of my kids. You're supposed to, you dumb motherfucker.
So essentially what I'm implying there is Ben Shapiro is a deadbeat dad on the basis of the tweet he sent. His wife does all the work and supports a child who is ill, which is what you're supposed to do anyway. Shapiro is railing against the dreaded invisible enemy of feminism by saying his wife cares for her children when they're ill. Yeah, take that, matriarchy. Now, I got two types of responses to the video, which I made 2 years ago on February the 1st, 2019. Firstly, people simply commented with the word clickbait over and over and over again. And I noticed how none of these comments refuted or attempted to debunk my analysis of Ben Shapiro. It's almost as if saying one word, clickbait, was sufficient counter-criticism for Shapiro fans. In my defence, the video is only partially clickbait, if that makes any sense. So what I mean by that is Chris Rock didn't directly destroy Shapiro, but one of his routines was appropriated to emphasise the points I made in my video. And it was uploaded during a time when a well-received video of mine would get about 4,000 views, such as the one on the right that you can see there about conservatives. But the Chris Rock versus Ben Shapiro video eventually received 13,000 views, which is over 3 times the average. So clickbait really does work, boys and girls. So, how does my video prove that Shapiro fans are as thick as pig shit? Well, there was one other type of comment, and it went along the lines of this. You're just spewing nonsense. I guess if you don't know why, you don't know. Well, how convenient. You're telling me I'm wrong, I think, but you can't quite explain why I'm wrong. Instead, it's up to me to figure it out, which saves you a lot of time in the long run, I guess, doesn't it? Lame vid! This is probably why you have a dead channel. Well, the channel is still active, so that makes no sense. If you mean I have a small channel, ha 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 ha, well, that's because of a couple of reasons. Number one, I'm not on BreadTube. I've been banished from there, and I don't push far-right propaganda, unlike some short-ass people I know. So not a lot of people pay attention to me. I'm not really, saying awful things. And also, yet again, this person cannot explain why it's a lame video or why I'm incorrect in my analysis of Ben Shapiro. And furthermore, he's used the old argument ad populum here, hasn't he? Which is exactly the argument that TJ Kirk, the amazing atheist, made when I took the piss out of him a few years ago, which I will be revisiting soon on this channel, by the way. He said, and I quote, "Haha, I've got 1 million subscribers. How many subscribers have you got? Oh, barely fuck all. Therefore, your opinion is worthless." That's like someone saying, "Oh, my car's slightly bigger than yours. Therefore, anything you say is completely pointless." It doesn't make any sense whatsoever as an argument. My arguments are valid if they are good arguments. It's as simple as that. And that's why my argument that TJ Kirk is a whiny piss baby still holds water. Another comment said, "Yeah, this is stupid." Now, a common theme amongst fans of far-right commentators is an overuse of caps lock, limited vocabulary, and in this case, a lack of punctuation. And it never ceases to amaze me the amount of "you are stupid, man" style comments that are spelt wrong or don't even include commas. You're not helping yourself here, guys. And yet again, there is zero reasoning why it's stupid. Please, just attempt to explain to me why it's stupid. You guys must know where I've slipped up in my analysis. Otherwise, you're just shouting words at me, aren't you? Surely. But people have commented more recently than February 2019. Here's a comment from a few months ago. "I know this is an old video, but damn, this was hard to watch. Absolute dog shit." I just want to say, first of all, I reply to each and every one of these particular types of comments when I found that they're coming in thick and fast. And I simply say to them, why? Why is the video bad? What did I say that was so offensive? How did I hurt your fifis? And you know what? This probably won't surprise you, but they never, ever reply. I wonder why. Chris Rock don't destroy anything, comma, only looks like an idiot, comma, just like the person who made this stupid video. Now, do I even need to pick this comment apart? Apart from the glaring examples here that maybe just make the commentator seem a bit simple, it's very subtle, but there are some examples there. There is the inclusion of Chris Rock as also being a quote-unquote idiot. Now that's an example there of a Ben Shapiro fan really branching out with the name calling, using the same label, idiot, but with just one extra person as a target. Guess what the next one is? "You're a fucking idiot." That's a surprise, isn't it? "You're a fucking idiot. Keep up the good work, Ben." Strong arm emoji. Yes, I'm the idiot for reasons that are never ever explained. And I shall prove this by sending a message of support to Ben Shapiro on a channel that he's never watched. Strong arm emoji. He's 5'4", you absolute bellend. He couldn't lift his tiny little penis without pulling a fucking muscle. I love this one. "You're an idiot." It's helpful here that they've capitalised the word idiot because this 3-word comment is otherwise mysterious and vague. Once again, why am I an idiot? You can reply in capital letters if you have any response, guys, if you're watching now. If there's a Shapiro fan watching now, they want to watch the original video and reply with anything additional than "you're an idiot," please do. But you won't, will you? Because you're thick. Here's another one. "Whoever made this video thinks he's smart, but he's just a smart ass." Cutting. This is like Mortal Kombat when they go "finish him." And Sub-Zero says, "Well, actually, you're not smart. You're just a smart ass." And I shall never recover from that particular comment, guys. Imagine hating on someone that is way more successful and has a higher IQ than you. Well, I can't determine if I'm way more successful than you, Mr. Adam House, but on the IQ front, I'm confident that I'll do okay. And once again, just because this man says a lot of bullshit and a lot of people pay him attention does not make his opinion any more valid than my actual opinion is, okay? Dumb. I literally don't need to comment on that, do I? Dumb. And finally, to sum up all the comments you've seen so far, I'll leave you with this particular one. Snowflake emoji, snowflake emoji, snowflake emoji, winky face, I love Ben. This was accidental play. Now, I don't know what that particular part of this comment means, right? But I've included it just because it's just mental, right? But the next part of the comment is the most important part, okay? This was accidental play. The video wasn't funny at all, and I don't even have to explain why. There you go. That's a Ben Shapiro fan in a nutshell. You are wrong, or not funny in this case, but I simply refuse to explain why checkmate liberal, goodbye, turns off computer, has a little cry. To be fair, no matter which conservative wanker I make a video about, no matter which year in the last 5 years of me making videos, and no matter which subject I talk about, the vast majority of comments from right-wingers are identical to the ones you've seen today. I'd say, just picking a number out of my head, about 70-80% of comments I receive, and it's a lot of comments per video, are literally that. It's like they're using a template. It's just got the word idiot in it, and they add a few words here and there just to sort of fill up the space a bit. Shapiro is a supposed intellectual who loves to argue with real and fictitious left-wing concepts and people, but he does badly every single time. And his fans are definitely as thick as pig shit, and I've fully explained why, unlike them. They just want to call people names after hate-watching left-wing people's content. Their whole existence is geared towards being miserable 24/7, and to be fair to them, they do that very well indeed. But when it comes to arguing against Shapiro's critics, they have nothing. Absolutely nothing. Sorry guys, but that's a fact. And, say it with me everybody, facts don't care about your feelings. Thanks for watching this video. Recently I lost my job thanks to COVID, and many people have donated a few pennies, or in some cases lots and lots of dollars indeed, and have enabled me to afford food for a whole 5-week period, which is essential because it takes many weeks for the British benefit system to pay out to people who have just joined it, such as myself. So I really am so very grateful to people. If you're feeling kind, my PayPal link is below in the description box, and while I have your attention, I'd once again like to thank the following people flashing up on your screen right now. You literally stopped me from going hungry, so I thank you and I love you all. Now remember to like and subscribe, and please share this video to Twitter or Facebook, as this is a tiny channel that's not supported by BreadTube, and I need all the promotional help I can get. Thank you very much for listening, and goodbye.